If you had a one round trip
I'd
ticket,
like to see the rainforest.
Okay.
I think Madagascar has always been an ambition, a passion of mine.
All right.
To see the exotic wildlife.
Yeah.
You know, I have a passion for wildlife, especially exotic.
Wait.
And the kind of insects and mammals and birds that you would see there, you'll never find in any other part of the world. And
right.
It just feels like you're on another planet. The photography that I've seen in like National Geographic and in like nature documentaries, it's really secluded.
I was never into like the whole like water scene or whatnot, you know. But then I remember the couple times that I went to your house and we would do like little meetings or whatever, you know. And you would watch that river monsters and stuff, you know. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things I'd like to do. I'd like to like maybe charter a boat with somebody, you know, and
go fishing.
No, I'd like to and go scuba diving.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Just do some scuba diving, just like in some, you know.
You can do that up here in Monterey.
And just
that's where the coral reefs are.
I think that'd be really cool. I remember I did some snorkeling when I was younger, like 16 or 17. I was in a group home. I was actually out here in La Costa.
Hey, Wes, wait. Which Madagascar do you want to see? 1, 2, or 3?
You're an idiot.
That's the show grinding to a screeching halt. Go ahead, Marin. You were saying
I've always been a beach goer or you know drawn to the water. You know, I've been on a boat like I think twice. You know, like a sailboat. You know, and then but I think that'd be fishing's one thing. You know what I mean? And if, like if you're doing shit
what's pretty cool is kayaking. My mom gave me that experience when I was a kid. The kelp beds over by Morro Bay,
right,
where Steinbeck wrote Cannery Row. If anybody's familiar with those books, it's so much like the books when you're reading it that you get that feeling, and they kind of kept it really nostalgic, so that when you're out on the Fisherman's Wharf, you kind of feel like you're back in that time, and you get a real old-timey feel of what it was like when the major industry for that area was canning fish and shipping it out to the world, when fresh fish wasn't that popular, like sushi and stuff. This is like right off the port, and most of the people making their money were just working in the canning industry, and the aquarium there is huge. It's unbelievable how much wildlife they have there, and they keep it so that a lot of the exhibits have the ocean running into the aquarium and then back out.
Really?
And the kelp beds are huge. I mean, they extend. I don't want to sound like I really know anything, but it's like a few stories from. I mean, it's at the edge of the land. It's right on the beach where the aquarium is, so it goes into the ocean, and right there is where the kelp beds are, and you get to see the otters and stuff, and some sharks come in there, and you can take your kayak over the top of the kelp.
Wow.
And you're literally like a few, maybe 20-30 yards from the actual aquarium, and the otters are right there next to your little kayak boat, and they're cracking their seashells open, and they're doing their little business, and they look like little fuzzy human beings because their fingers are so articulate, like they can wrap around the object that they're holding.
I've seen a couple of those the little videos.
They're so
documentaries.
They're so cute. You just want to puke.
I remember I went to the what was it? Aquarium of the Pacific.
I'm not familiar with it.
It's right. It's out in. I think it's in Long Beach is where it was. Right across the street is the Bubba Gump Shrimp, like from that.
Okay.
Food. But yeah, they have. I think it's called Aquariums of the Pacific, and I went there about 10 years, maybe about 10 years back. I think 01. That was pretty cool, man. You see, you know what I mean, like you said, and they had their little sea otter exhibit and stuff. And you're right, man. It's just mine. They got
a lot of tide pools in there. You can pick up starfish, and it really shows you how the coral is grown. And
that was my first experience with 3D. They did this little. It was like a little short film or whatever, like cartoons. and it basically gives you an idea of what you're going to go through, what you're going to experience and stuff, you know. And you put on your little 3D glasses, and just like in the movies, you're grabbing it in front of you, you know, because it was really cool, man. But I have to say that the 3D back then was the red and green glasses, you know, the red and blue glasses. So these days, I guess you look cooler, but I don't know if it's gotten better or not. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. But yeah, so you know, that's something. Maybe that's something we could do too, man.
That is in our future.
Take a trip, man. There's so many doors that have opened up for us now.
It's not an if, it's a win.
You know, there's so many doors that have opened up for us now, dude. Now that you know this whole thing is going down, you know. And again, we're going to Vegas in December.
Yeah. And we'll sit down. Hopefully, we'll be able to sit down with my family.
I'm officially inviting you to Las Vegas.
That's fantastic, man.
Who's getting married on my birthday? Best Christmas present.
Who's going to be your best man?
I was actually going to ask you. I seriously thought I'd already asked you.
You want me to?
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to be your best man?
I do. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
We're gonna have to pause for a moment. Okay, we're back. I just gave Marin oral because I'm very excited. I've never been a best man, and we're gonna have to pause.
He's been the better man, but not the best man.
I feel
nauseous.
As long as I can just be a man, I'm happy. But thank you, Marin.
You're funny.
Okay.
But I seriously thought that I had when I told you like it's been like 3 months since I told you, I believe, because I gave her rings in May and we're in July, right?
Rings?
Yeah, I gave her 2 rings. I gave her the engagement ring and then the band.
Shouldn't you have spaced those apart?
I don't know. Was that?
I don't know how these things work.
I don't know the fucking protocol. All I know is I love her. I love her, and I want her to be in my life. And according to protocol, I got to give her some fucking rings for that shit. Because the ring is the circle of life, not like the triangle. That's from Chuck and Larry.
Well, she can give you the ring back, but
yeah,
you can't give the kidney back.
Yeah. But yeah, I seriously thought that I'd already asked you.
That would have been cool. Why? Oh, that would have been awesome. You guys did the ceremony, like at the point of surgery, and instead of like vows, you exchange kidneys. Well, it would work only one way. You could give her something. Give her a lung or something.
One of the nurses, she was all, so how'd the surgery go? Yeah, it went good, man. It went good. I said I was kind of prepared. I knew what I was going into, you know.
Or how about you give her one of your testicles? She's got more balls than you anyway, bro.
You're just wrong. And I says, yeah, I caught it on YouTube. The transplant, and she goes,
you actually watched the surgery on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. And then she says, you videotaped your surgery? I go, no, not my surgery. I go, but on YouTube you just go.
Wait, who's saying this to you?
It was one of the nurses.
Not a very smart person.
So
you're talking to her about a surgery that you have yet to have, and she's asking you if you've recorded it already.
No, this was afterwards.
Oh,
this was after the surgery.
Okay.
This was like maybe a day or two after the surgery.
Okay.
And she asked how I was doing and stuff, and she was like, "Well, how were you going into?" And I told her, I was prepared for it. I knew what was expected. Like I said, the only thing that I wasn't expecting was to be out for like 20 hours. That was the only thing that I wasn't expecting. So when you go to sleep on Thursday and you wake up Friday evening, and yeah, I was told my son was crying too because the first time he had seen me, he saw me with I had the tube running down my throat, and it kind of hit him really hard. Like, fuck, this dude, and I see that,
He was back on Xbox Live in like 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, dude, not even 45 minutes, man. Not even 45 minutes. But it's like I said, dude. In retrospect, dude, like two weeks ago, I went in there. I've been poked, prodded, stuck. I've had every hole in my fucking body put something in it, and 4-hour surgery, 16 hours recovery. I come out. They're poking and prodding me. The next 6 weeks, I have to do all this. Keep up on my toes with all these medications. I'm taking like 14 medications right now, you know, and you know, this is the.
I have a confession to make. I did visit you, Marin.
Yeah.
While you were under.
Did you really?
I did. You have no more behind.
What?
You know the hymen you have in your behind?
Yeah. You're an idiot.
I broke it.
You're a fucking idiot.
It costs a lot of money to pay those nurses off, though.
In other words, I was raped.
And you'll be expecting. You'll probably deliver my baby. So Bryce is gonna have a little brother.
What? Yay!
That's what he took out of this. I'm getting a little brother.
Yay!
That's funny.
I'm gonna have 2 dads now. Well, kind of. I'm gonna have
Oh, I want nothing to do with the child.
stepmom dad. I think.
I've already got the paperwork for the child support filled out.
It's a done deal.
It's an ugly child that's going to be brought into this world. I want nothing to do with it. I'm going to deny it.
So let's get into the premise of this show. What are we doing today? What's our angle?
There is no angle. We can talk about. We had improv in mind. We tried a few games when that fucking recording got trashed. We could get back into trying that out and see how it works. For the second time, we got our feet wet and we got a little warmed up, so I guess we could do that. And then you could wrap it up with some news. We got some crazy stuff going on in entertainment.
Yeah.
We should mention, I believe.
Fuck.
But before we get into that, we could do a few games. You want to?
Sure.
As they say that I'm learning in the improv world, we need an MC. So I guess you will hold the
check 1 2 check 1 2 like that kind of MC.
Yeah, like Eminem.
Oh.
Like chicka
All right. Back that shit up.
So I guess you're holding the torch.
Me? Oh shit. All right.
And then you pass it on to whomever you choose. We're gonna drag Bryce into this mix and
yes. So
last
get up
time
on the Bryce mic. Make sure the audience hears your voice nice.
Get up on the Bryce mic.
Oh my.
And
I guess we'll keep score. See the big.
it's unfortunate how we lost that last recording. Bryce had a few shining moments in it. He's actually pretty damn good at it, you know, for being like a half-wit, degenerate child. He had some funny comments. I'm kidding, by the way. Bryce is a very bright individual.
Individual? You call me a loner? Is that it?
No, you're not a Siamese twin, right? So you are a sole human being on this planet, unless you've got some Kawado like growth under your shirt that no one knows about.
I've done.
That's a Total Recall reference if you're not familiar with that.
I've done things you don't even want to know about.
I'm proud of you for that. Good for you.
All right, let's get to the games before I start breaking down into tears.
This first game, we're going to call it Questions Only. The only rule is
I hate this game.
you have to ask questions, and that's it. You can only ask questions. Nothing more, nothing less.
MC lays down the premise and the atmosphere, and then we go.
So, here we go. Wes, you have a dry cleaning shop, and Bryce, you're having a striptease outfit cleaned.
How may I help you today, sir?
Do you have my suit that I dry cleaned, that I brought here to dry clean?
Was it the one with sequins?
Time out. What was the sequence?
Point for Wes.
I don't know what sequins are. I said time out.
Like that. Maybe I should give it. That's too. You know what? Let's try this. Let's exit that out and give him something less cynical. Okay. You're in a school. You're in the cafeteria. Today's not pizza day, but you want pizza. You are the pizza guy, or you are the
lunch lady.
Lunch lady,
I